and have a brief call on this bill, the Medicine Amendment Bill. In 2008, the National Party promised that we would offer better, sooner and more convenient health care should we become the government. This is indeed what has happened, and we've got proof of that, and we heard the Minister of Health just this very afternoon outlining the success in increasing immunisation rates, increasing the number of people seen at A&E more quickly, and of course the gold standard of treatment for diagnosed malignancy within a 4-week global gold standard. In my own area of interest, Manurewa, 3,000 more elective surgical procedures performed, 27,000 around New Zealand, 3,000 those in the local community, and of course moves afoot to address the third world levels of rheumatic fever, where unfortunately Manurewa is a hotspot in New Zealand for that. We are working on that with school nurses, and more will be rolled out in the future. Now this bill is yet another way of addressing that promise of improving our health services that we deliver to the people of New Zealand. We're committed to delivering high-quality services, modern public services, and unfortunately we're in an area of tight budget constraint. We all know what those problems are, so we need to work more efficiently, and this bill will allow us to do so. I'm particularly keen on the expansion to nurse practitioners and optometrists of the designated authorised prescriber. That will free up and make more flexible the whole business of getting the medicines to the necessary patients more swiftly, more expeditiously. But another area which excites me, and I must say I regard it as a privilege to prescribe. My first degree was in medicine with a postgraduate qualification in interest in oral surgery. That gave me an ability to prescribe within my scope, and then in qualifying as a medical practitioner, that scope of practice was widened, and that's what we're allowing the nurse practitioner and the optometrist to do, to prescribe within their scope of practice. But the other area which excites me is the delegated prescribing order. And I've worked in general practice, I've worked in A&E, and I've worked in hospitals. But I can just imagine that many general practices where they have nurses within the clinic, they could form a framework wherein that nurse could see a patient and make the necessary prescription available to them. And I'm thinking of somebody coming in with a bladder infection. Though there are many other areas which excite me about this bill. It is a brief contribution at this time. I am privileged to be on the Health Select Committee, and I look forward to hearing submissions on this bill in due course.
I call Raymond Ho.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to take a call on the bill's first reading. Labor supports this bill to Select Committee, where